Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot Shop, and today I'm here to do a Goddess Yemaya Womb of Creation for October, which we are already in October. It's October 2nd already. Crazy how fast the time is flying. So let us see what this reading brings, what message she has for our October. So I want to get this out for everyone because we've already started. I'm going to pull a self-care card. This is from Cheryl Richards' deck, Self-Care Cards. I'm going to pull one for everyone, a good self-care idea or practice for everyone, or something that you may want to look at, or something that may be coming up around that energy for you for October. We're going to pull one from the Mermaid as an opening message and an extra message for everyone's October. And then I'm going to be using the Oceanic Tarot deck, which I haven't had out for a while. I got guided to it for this reading. I was going to use the Dame Darcy, and she was like, no, I'm going to use this other one. So I had to dig for it, but I found it. So let's see what comes for everyone for the message for the self-care for October. Goddess Yemaya, Womb of Creation, what she wants everyone to look at for self-care for the month of October. Happy fall to everyone. We are now officially in the fall season here. Oh, wow. Friendship as self-care. So let's see. Call a friend. When you're mirrored with love, you see yourself clearly. So talking to a friend is going to be, you know, it reminds me of, what show was that? It was like Phone a Friend. You know, like when they got into a problem with a question or something. It was some kind of game show. I can't remember the name of it. But they would say, you know, you could push a button where that was like an option that you had. And you could only do it like once or so in the game. And then you phoned a friend. It's like, so it's like that feeling. Phone a friend. So you may get into a pickle and need to phone a friend. It may be benefiting you to talk to a friend. Call a friend and get things off your mind. Go to see a movie with a friend. Do something lighthearted and fun with a friend. Is definitely coming up as important, or something that may benefit you in the month of October. And she's saying when you're mirrored with love, you see yourself clearly. So there's going to be an ability to see something clearly when you bounce it off of a friend. Okay, so very, very nice. There's going to be a healing friendship connection in the month of October, I feel. So focusing on what other message she has for October, and there we have it, and it's synchronicity. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So as you notice synchronicities happening, you're going to see them more and more. They're going to rapidly reproduce, right? So it's like this energy there of them, more of them coming. I also feel, of course, for some, when you see this in combination, you're going to synchronistically be guided to a friendship, either new or old, right? This could be somebody you bump into. It's like, wow, what a coincidence seeing you here, or whatever. You're going to maybe have that type of energy, or you may be synchronistically led to meeting a new person that's meant to be part of your journey moving forward. So this is either, and it could be both. Maybe you bump into an old friend and you're synchronistically placed somewhere where you connect to someone new too. So there's new friendships, old and new. There's reconnections, however you see this for our October. So love that. And you know what? I'm thinking for some reason, which I have no idea, but the thought came to my mind, National Friendship Day. Maybe I should Google it. I don't know when it is. I highly doubt it would be in October. I don't know anything about why they're talking about that. I'm not going to take time to Google it because the odds are good it's not October. But National Friendship Day, I don't even know if there is one, but that's what they're saying in my ear, so I don't know. Okay, so focusing on October, or maybe you want to deem something. Maybe you want to recognize a friend in the month of October, and you want to deem it your friendship day, or not. I don't know. So focusing on October, energies from Goddess Yemaya. So the first one is this is the energy surrounding your month. This is going to overrule your month besides what we just saw. And it is the Chariot. Wow. So traveling is coming up first and foremost. So maybe you travel with a friend, or you travel somewhere and you see someone that you've known. This could be a friend that travels. You know, that's what they do. They do a lot of traveling in their life. And this can be somebody that travels to see you specifically. So, but it's talking about movement. So the key word on here and the energy that's going to overrule the month is movement. So that comes with energetic movement. So if you've been feeling stuck or stagnant, you're going to have more energy. You're going to have more of an ability to see movement in your life, feel like things are moving again for you in some way, shape, or form, either physically or energetically or both. But there is going to be forward movement, okay, in the month of October. Something she'd like to see you create more of or spend more energy on in October. And we have 9 of Wands, defense. Usually being in defensive mode is usually not the most positive thing, but sometimes it's important. So 9 of Wands, defense. I want to kind of suss out what we could be defensive of or in defense of. I'm not getting them. Could be, the seahorse is looking at the Chariot, and it could be, I'm going to just pull here too and see what, now that I'm shuffling to see, opposites attract. And that's funny because the horse, and they're going black and white, the black and white of the horse, and they're opposites, right? So this could have to do with something that you've been in defense mode about because there is an opposition feeling to it. Something that isn't coming together. There could be something in that energy. But this could also be in defense of, like making a case for, right? Two opposing forces coming together. Like, where it may not be seeming like it feels like it's opposite, but we get together and we say, we're going to defend that opposite energy. We're going to look at building a case is how they're saying it. I'm going to build a case for this. Okay, it's like a jury. It's starting to feel like that. It's like, listen to me, like I'm like laughing about it. It's a feeling of being on trial, and we're going to make a case for our differences. And instead of looking, okay, I get it. Instead of looking at our differences, we're going to now, instead of looking at our differences in a negative aspect, like, oh gosh, we're so different, we're going to look at our differences in a more positive aspect. And it's building a case for that opposition, for that opposites in the positive aspect. So it's building a defense against the change of difference. If you understand what I'm talking about, it feels like a court case type of thing. So for anyone that's dealing with a court case type of energy, there may be something that comes up and you end up having something positive come out of it, because it feels like it's talking about, switching that around and building a case for the differences in a positive way, if that makes sense. If it applies to you, it definitely will make sense in some way, shape, or form. So for some reason, my music and it's been doing this wonky. I don't know. I'm going to let it go for now. Nothing I can do about it. But it's definitely talking about that, what I just said, and it's got to do with this. So in an energy where there has been opposing forces, black and white, it's now going to come together, whether this be relationship or friendship or any other area of your life where there has been a confliction because of opposite energies. There's going to be movement, and you're now going to defend them. You're going to build a case for your differences and see it in a positive, because these two are going to attract. They're going to come together. They're going to start moving forward in one direction. Okay, so very, very nice. Energies surrounding your love life for the month of October, and we have Knight of Wands activity. So definitely there's going to be movement. It says activity, there's movement, there's somebody's taking action towards you. Again, we see the seahorse here. He's looking at the seahorse. Funny, there's two seahorses. There's one in front of him, there's one behind him. So I just want to see. But Knight of Wands talks about moving. Like if I see this on just an energy, as an energy, it can be literal. I'm going to move my house. I'm going to move across the state. I'm going to move to a different country. I'm going to move to a different state. There is an actual move. So for your love life, somebody, you may find that you're in your relationship, somebody may be needing to move. Somebody may be moving towards you, literally moving house and being closer to you. Someone may be traveling. We see a lot of movement and action. And we are now going to defend our differences, right, in regards. And that's going to help things move and shift, I feel, for a lot in October. So let's see. Energies around your finances for October, and we have Queen of Cups. Oh, sensitivity. Love it. So I want to just see here for finance. I feel like this has to do with, she's sitting on a rock here. So it feels Queen of Pentacles to me, but it is the cup. So it's talking about emotional fulfillment in regards to your finances. So this is like, it's not just doing well financially. It's the feeling of the doing well. So to help you, I feel like there's a couple here. I feel like you're going to be emotionally fulfilled in regards to your finances. And if you're trying to manifest something, get into the feeling place of already having it. And I know that can be really tricky when you don't have it and it kind of seems like a lie, but to help, it's not just thinking about, oh, I have that thing, or affirming I have that thing. It's getting into the feeling space. So maybe there's something you can do physically. Like, for instance, say you want a new car and you don't have the car. Maybe you go visit the car lot and sit in the car and imagine, you know, get that new car smell, hold on to the steering wheel, imagine and feel that it's yours. Get into the feeling space. Make it textile-y, like, because I feel the sensitivity here, talking about feeling what it is like. So you're going to have a real feeling of what, so I feel like for some, this is going to mean you are going to be experiencing literally something that you've been manifesting financially. Others, if you don't have it yet and you're manifesting, get into that feeling place, because it's all about the tactiling, feeling part of this, sensing it in this reality, in this 3D reality, that it is real. So that is what I have in regards to finances. Something she wants to help you cleanse in October is Seven of Swords, loss. So the Seven of Swords can be about betrayal. It's saying loss. So she wants to help you, or any, you know, with the swords, this is thought. This could be perceived loss, feeling or thinking that you've been left out, thinking that you've been betrayed. Anything that's bringing up a thought pattern of loss, she wants to help you cleanse that way of thinking. Or if there's been an actual loss, you're not just thinking or feeling like that's happened. She wants to help you cleanse anything that has been in that energy of loss or grief or betrayal or sadness. And this can even be like fooling yourself too, like, you know, thinking something or not being even truthful to yourself in some way, shape, or form. Anything that's in that energy, she wants to help you cleanse. New moon message, something surprisingly wonderful by October 8th, new moon, and we have Nine of Cups is a wish, which I love. So a wish fulfillment feels like for some it's going to be this financial situation. For some it could be, you know, traveling or actually moving or relocating or connecting with a friend or making a new friend as well. Any of these energies are very, very positive. All of these that we see for this month are beautiful. So, but any other wish, like if you have a wish for anything I haven't mentioned, that wish could particularly happen for you in the month of October. But we have the 9. This was it could be having to do with what she wants to help you create more of, and that is to, you know, work to build a case for your differences in a positive way. So it's the wish to close the gap on the opposing forces of the yin and the yang, right? So when you bring things together and move in one direction with those opposing forces now going in one direction, even though they're very different, that could be your wish. You could be wishing for two things that aren't together to come together. Again, it could be anything. Relationship, job, where you are located to where you want to be. Anything that has been opposing you, seemingly opposing you, right? Seemingly opposing you, they're saying with the Seven of Swords, coming together. So that is the wish, and I feel it's connected to that defense. Something that will come to completion, I always like to say, in a good way by the next full moon, October 24th. And we have 10 of Swords, endings, which is, you know, this is a card that is of painful endings, but in this placement, being that this is something that comes to completion in a good way, I always like to say, is an ending. It could be an ending to a painful phase, You know, this is a card that represents painful endings. So it's going to be positive in the aspect that there's an end to a painful phase. There is an ending to painful endings. There is just a total ending coming, and that is the number 10 for October. So it's a very, very beautiful way to end this reading, with a bit of an assurance that there's going to be an end to painful endings, to a painful cycle, to things that have, kind of just, this is kind of like a ghosting card. It's just like, it's over, that type of thing. That is going to be over. This is over. That type of thing is going to be over by the 24th of October. So I hope everyone has enjoyed this reading, and I will put a link to my shop below if you'd like your own personal private reading. All the information about where to contact me, where to find me, will be below. I'm on Facebook and Instagram as well. So I'm sending everyone angel blessings, oceans of love, and I will be back soon with more readings for I feel the new moon. I'll be doing a reading. Hopefully the full moon. I missed last full moon. I apologize. And I want to get some Halloween and, of course, some love readings out for October as well. So stay tuned. I hope to be getting all those up systematically. Angel blessings, oceans of love.